Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So this video will talk about the version 2.2 special program or preview live stream and I will review it. So I just finished watching it and I will say the voice actors did an amazing job as usual. I do appreciate the chibi format again because as we know the previous one for 2.1 people did not like that one. I myself did not like that one either where the voice actors were present. I mean it's good to acknowledge who they are, but then I still prefer the chibi format better. And also, I do appreciate that in this case they introduced Thoma's voice actor because in the 2.11 they used lots of Mondstadt voice actors, which is fine because that's probably who was available. But it would have been preferred for that one, as we talked about, I guess, in an older video that has now been deleted. But I talked about that, and I mentioned that they should have just used more, 2. Like Inazuma characters for the other one. But anyway, that aside, so this is about 2.2. So as we can see, first of all, right away, we know right away now this is going to be a filler patch. There is no Archon quest. They did not announce any major story quest here. Okay, so this will be completely side content filler, as well as reruns. We already know right off the bat, Childe is rerun and Hu Tao. So I was right, 2 out of 3. I mean, I was just throwing that out there that maybe Albedo could be rerun just so they can get rid of him, right? You know, but whatever. I mean, I expected that obviously because he's not popular. So, or maybe that they have some other plans for Albedo for future story content. So anyway, so Childe, as you can see on the screen, is going to be rerun. He's my boy. Definitely going to go and get some constellations for him. He also has a new foe coming that's probably for him. It's called the Polar Star, officially now. So I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be tailor-made for him and his kit. I am going to wait and see first until I decide. I'm not sure yet, okay? I still have time. I'm not sure yet. I'm probably going to poll for him to get more constellations for him because I do enjoy using this character. I do use him a lot in the Abyss. Yeah, I just cleared the Abyss yesterday. I got 36 stars again. My second time now. It's like, oh, like amazing, right? Yeah, so I would like to make him stronger. Definitely would love to get him his Polar Star as well. Just R1 is fine, I think. Right now he's rocking Thundering Pulse, and that is Yoimiya's weapon, as you guys all know. And he's doing well with it, but I guess I can give this back to Yoimiya because I also love using Yoimiya. So yeah, and then the second banner will be Hu Tao, and Hu Tao is an amazing character. Likely, of course, this is not confirmed in the live stream, she will be rerun with her Staff of Homa, as we see here. Now, I already have the Staff of Homa because I was lucky. I have 2 of them. And would I pull for another one to refine this? I might, actually. Now, that versus also maybe getting more constellations for her. Because on her banner, Thoma will be coming. And we all know Thoma was in this live stream as well, but also he was teased and, kind of launched right away after 2.1 was released. Genshin Impact miHoYo officially tweeted out on all their platforms and postings, etc., and Twitter, that Thoma would be basically implied that he would be coming in 2.2. So that's why it's going to be amazing because there's going to be 2 Pyro Polearm users, and it's confirmed that Thoma is a 4-star Pyro Polearm user, and his kit mostly involves using shields, barriers, and Pyro Infusion, and strengthening the shield, etc., etc. Okay, so we're not going to go into that because that will be coming more. But I did do a pre-analysis video about Thoma, so do check that out. I will be doing an updated one as we get closer in the coming weeks or so, or yeah. Okay, and then in addition, the main trailer also featured Shinyan. Now, she is not a popular character, I understand, and obviously she's a Liyue Pyro Claymore user, and she's a rock star in Liyue. However, it's nice that they're trying to feature her because in the last few times that they did giveaway character events, they gave away Diona, right? And then so it's and Beto, and then it's expected that Shinyan would be next, right? I guess they're going down that list of giving away the characters in a specific order. Because Diona and Shinyan were released around the same time, basically in that patch a while back, the Liyue patch. So yes, I like Shinyan overall. Her character design and all that is always is good. I know that the English voice acting doesn't suit her. It has a southern accent, which is weird. But regardless, I use the Chinese voiceover, so it doesn't matter in my game. So anyway, she is actually a pretty good character. I'm gonna do an in-depth review of this character. I like this character actually. However, she doesn't work well with other teammates, and there are more powerful Pyro characters because there's so many of them. So that's the other thing. The other thing that was discussed was Hangouts. So I don't know how I feel about Hangouts. I don't like them. I'll be very honest. I don't like the hangout events. They're cute. Don't get me wrong, and they do progress the story a little bit and give us some background for some of our beloved 4-star characters who are not otherwise featured in any of the main story events, only as cameos usually, right? So you see here Sayu's on the screen because she is coming in one of the new hangout events. Thoma will be in the other one. So overall, I like anything to do with character development and story progression and background and lore, but I don't like the way that the hangouts are done. I mean, the hangouts are kind of boring because you kind of have to repeat portions of them. I know you don't have to repeat from the beginning, I know that. But, you know, like you kind of have to repeat them like over and over just to get all the rewards. I don't really like that. It's kind of boring. Here, let me just go to like a quick, see if I can bring that up. I guess I don't have that anymore, do I? Yeah, Hangouts, like these things, remember? So like, I almost forgot how to get here. Yeah, like you have to keep doing them over and over to get all the like, the chests that they give, right? And then like, in addition, you have to get all the endings, right? Yeah, all endings. And then there are some secret achievements, usually 2, sometimes maybe 3, I don't remember, but yeah, usually 2. 2 special achievements when you have to select the right, you know, the right dialogue options, right? Or select all the correct answers if it's a quiz type of thing. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but regardless, it's going to be interesting. Thoma is definitely one of the highly anticipated characters. Definitely him being on Hu Tao's banner is really good. Because people are going to pull for Hu Tao sells no matter what. She sold really well just for 2 weeks last time. So yeah, they're giving her a full 3 weeks this time. So she's definitely going to sell really well, and many people missed her. Now, the other issue, and I was right as well, that she would be on basically the later patch, the later rerun banner. So the first one will be Childe, and then the second one will be Hu Tao. Now, the first one, this 2.2 is going to run live from October 13th, and will be running for basically 2-3 weeks, right? So basically up to like, let's see, basically up to right after Halloween, and then basically right after Halloween, basically that November period, or early November, I guess, will be Hu Tao's banner, right? I'm looking at the calendar. So then that's fine. That's in line with the fact that she's a funeral parlor director, she has a ghost as a pet, etc., 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 right? Now, okay. Do I feel that it's kind of weird that they put Thoma on Hu Tao's banner? I do agree that there's pyro resonance there, and both are polearm users, right? And I don't know why they did that strategically, I'll be honest with you. I would have thought that they would have wanted to put put Thoma's polearm banner onto Tartaglia or Childe's, because this is Childe's 3rd time around coming on a banner. So I thought that because, you know, people who got him already got him, like myself and many others, and people who didn't want to get him didn't want to get him because they didn't care, right, you know? So I don't know why they didn't put Thoma on here to try to entice people to pull on Childe's banner, because Hu Tao's banner is going to sell no matter what. Does that make sense to you guys? What do you guys think? Now, that aside though, I was also right that the reason why they brought back Childe is because there must be some story progression. Now, although there is no main Archon quest story progression provided in the 2.2 program, they said they did not mention any Archon quests. But what they did say was that there is going to be obviously an event in the trailer. Basically, like it's kind of like a tournament type of style event in a domain, right? Where it's going to be Childe and Shinyan, etc. And obviously him as a harbinger, so probably it has something to do with La Senora's death, right? Because he's coming to Inazuma. Obviously Shinyan's coming too from Liyue, and we all know La Senora was killed in Inazuma at Tenshukaku by Raiden Shogun. So there must be a reason. Maybe he's getting a promotion, right? You know, or maybe he's coming to investigate the matter, right? I don't know. I don't know, or maybe that's too much like an Archon quest. So maybe this is really completely like filler story quest where he'll just come and they'll just go and do this domain together, right? I don't know. Yeah, anyway, the other thing that was talked about was new monsters, and people already kind of had an idea about these new monsters. They will be on the new island called, what is the new island called? It's called Tsurumi Island, and it's in Fog, right? And these new monsters, basically they're like wolves, okay? They're called the Rockfond Rifthound Whelps and the Rockfond Rifthounds. And basically they can go invisible and they deal corrosion damage. So once they swipe at you, and also even if you're protected by a shield, whether Thoma's or Zhongli or Diona's or anybody's or Shinyan's, they will still inflict corrosion status on you. So similar to the Abyss, floor 11 currently. So basically you're going to lose HP every second, and you will need lots of healers on hand in your team now. So in a way, this is a nerf to basically like to shielding, and it's a buff to, you know, healing. And that's okay, right? Because it mixes up the gameplay style and makes it a little more refreshing, right? You know, in a way. So that's okay. Okay, and then moving along, of course, we have our event, the Labyrinth Warriors, and then like you basically, it's like the Abyss in a way. It's like a mini Abyss almost, right? You have to go and split up to 2 parties, and then battle it out, and then, you know, collect things, etc., get buffed, etc. It's like a mishmash of what, you know, previous iterations of similar events already. So I'm not going to go into that. Next, we have the Shadow of the Ancients. This is like an event where you have to basically destroy a regenerating ruin guard. And all you have to do is basically, it's like a multi-part quest event where you have to repair these mechanisms and then, like, you know, test these mechanisms and then use these mechanisms in order to basically destroy the regenerative powers of that rune guard and kill it. Rune grader, and kill it. And then lastly, or moving forward, the next event was going to be a musical one, another rhythm one. So this is very similar to the 1.4 Windbloom Festival, except this one just features Kazuha and his instrument called the Floral Zither. I'll be honest with you, when I saw Kazuha in the beginning of the trailer, I actually wanted Kazuha to be rerun instead. Because Kazuha is an amazing character and we're in Inazuma, but of course we also know that it's too early to rerun Kazuha. Right? But I was thinking like, oh my god, like it just seemed like, wasn't that like more like a thing for him instead? But anyway, that's fine. So it's just another rhythm-based game with events and rewards, okay? So that's fine. And then after that, we have some, what is it? We have some, a flower event. Basically, you have to go and like do little quests, and to grow flowers in your serenity pot, etc., and then decorate them, etc. So this is more like definitely a filler festival type of thing. This is similar to that 1.4 Windbloom Festival where there was a flower little storyline there, right? Then we have our usual leyline overflow. This usually alternates. It's not on every patch, but it alternates, and then there's going to be a talent book overflow, like in a future update probably, right? They alternate, right? You know, we get a free Shinyan, of course, in the main event with Childe, so that's fine because in the 2.1 we got 2 free event weapons. Technically, the Luxurious Sea Lord is the only real event one. The other one is just a permanent one. And then we have Serenity Pot upgrades and updates. So we're gonna get the Inazuma basically realm. And then you can, you know, obviously, for those of you who, like myself, who are looking forward to this, you can design your Inazuma realm to be very Japanese, basically. And they've made some quality of life changes and updates to the Serenity Pot as a general. And there's ways to collect more blueprints, especially in the new island. And then quality of life, otherwise, they've increased our artifact count to 1,500 instead of 1,000. Now, I never hold that many, so it doesn't matter to me, because I'm never holding them. I use them as fodder, okay? Majority of them. And I only hold the copium ones that may be rolled on later, should I have resources, etc. And then they announced their collaboration with Razer, which is a company that makes, I guess, game gear, I think, right? Yeah, video game related stuff, and it's a collaboration with Genshin Impact in them, and apparently if you buy some of their co-branded products, you may get some in-game codes or etc. for redeeming into your in-game as well, which is a nice little bonus for those of you who are collectors and who are fans of that kind of stuff. So all in all, that's pretty much the 2.2 preview in a nutshell. I'll try to make it quick here. So my thoughts. I am actually, in a way, is this good that we're doing reruns and fillers? I'm in a way, yes. I feel like it's actually good. It's refreshing because like I said, I've been feeling the burnout myself. Other players have been also feeling the burnout from the last 2 patches, back to back with lots of heavy content, which is fine because it's very hypocritical of us to say, oh, we want content and then we get it, and then like, oh, now we're getting burned out. Okay, so they need to find the right balance. They need to give us lots of content, but they also need to do it in a way where it doesn't burn us out, but they also need to keep the momentum going, because otherwise we're going to have players fall off, like in 1.4 when lots of players quit already, right? So this is the first rerun filler patch in a while, 2.2. I definitely look forward to it because I do feel that it is good. I do want, like I said, the constellations for Hu Tao and for Childe. I also want to go and get maybe his new weapon, and then give Yoimiya back her Thundering Pulse. And then I don't mind getting more Thoma for her and for Zhongli, because Zhongli has the other one that I have, and I wouldn't mind refining them further. I don't believe any other polearm users would use it, but you never know, because Thoma is a polearm user. I'll talk more about what I think he could be using in the future when I do an updated pre-release analysis. So stay tuned for that. In addition, like, I just feel like it's good because for those of us who are casual players as well, because I'm becoming more and more casual lately, spending less time in the game and overall in terms of Primo Gems and Genesis Crystals as well, and in terms of resin refreshes, I haven't been doing that anymore at all now. Actually, for the last few days, I just didn't bother. So then, yeah, I feel that it's good. So then this rerun would be good because we can then focus on rebuilding or building up our existing characters instead. Of course, for those of you who do not have Childe and or Hu Tao, it's definitely your chance now to get them if you are interested. Or maybe you don't care for reruns and filler, then that's okay. Then you can maintain playing it casually or free to play or low spending and just enjoy the new content events, and they're lighthearted in a way. And then you can just save your Primo Gems for future release new characters instead, right? Now for Thoma, I personally will be rolling for him on Hu Tao's banner because I was going to roll for Hu Tao regardless. And I would definitely want to get C6 Thoma right away. So that's just me. Yeah, so Thoma is a character that I look forward to. I look forward to him more than Kokomi, as you saw in my Kokomi review banner polls as well. I wasn't excited, and I just got a copy of her. To this day, Kokomi is still not even leveled up, really. I haven't touched her since. So that is my review of the 2.2 version special program and my thoughts. So what do you guys think? Did you guys like that? I will say that this live stream was much shorter. It's only 30 minutes, whereas the previous ones were 45 to 1 hour. And also I know that there's a concert for Genshin Impact that's also streamed already. I will do a separate review of that once I actually watch it, because it is about 2 hours long or 1.5. So that one will be something separate, but then, so maybe that's why they cut this one short, but also because it's a filler and rerun banner update, so therefore there is not much happening major story-wise. There's no major Archon quests anymore. This was kind of apparent because at the end of 2.1, yeah, Miko tells us to go to Sumeru already, right, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this content, please subscribe, please like, please comment, please ask me questions, please share your thoughts. Are you guys going to roll for, poll for Childe, Hu Tao, Thoma, right? You know, are you looking forward to any of these new events and the new weapon for Childe? Alright, so please leave your comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.